Well, hello there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with a timeless reading. Timeless meaning no matter what date or time you might come across this message and it resonates with you. It is for you. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so happy Saturday. I had actually planned on having this video out earlier today. It is in fact 8:30 in the p.m. at night, so by the time this uploads, heaven knows it could be super late or very early Sunday morning. Things happen, and there was a lot of kind of exciting things going on the last couple days since my birthday. So lots of things out of the blue, lots of people popping up, lots of nice dinners and gifts and all kinds of fun things. And so yeah, so a little extra today, last night. It's just been a really fun last several days. So super exciting. I hope that you guys are having the most fabulous weekend, that things are going awesome and amazing for you. All right, let's go ahead and see here, Aquarius, what is going to, or what needs to, what message somebody, maybe you, maybe, yeah, maybe this whole message is for all of the Aquarians, but generally they come out for one person or for, you know, a collective of Aquarians. So take it as it resonates. If it's for you, leave it if it doesn't. All right, let's see. The bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor for the overall energy. Super interesting. So with this Emperor energy, some of you may listen. The Emperor energy comes through in many different ways, but for some of you, you may feel as if maybe you aren't being reliable in one way or another, or you can't really rely on other people. Overall energy here, this is really, this Emperor energy is coming through here with a lot of energy around kind of like authority and discipline and rules and regulations and reliability. So for some of you, you are super against rules, right? Aquarius rebel, hello, stand up if this is you. But there's something that's going to be coming in. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be a potential role, right? A leadership role, potentially. It could be a job. It could be however this may come through or resonate for you here, Aquarius. But there is going to be something that potentially is coming in that's going to require you to really pay attention to kind of the rules or the regulations around something, maybe even laws around certain things. It's going to require you to be very disciplined, to really be in this reliable energy. Okay, some of you are, you know, don't really, again, the rebel, some of you don't really follow rules or listen to like regulations, right? Or kind of, you know, have rule books that you kind of just throw out, or that sort of thing, right? But during this time, there is going to be this energy where this kind of needs to step up. For some of you, you don't really go by a schedule or a clock. Okay, time is made up, you know, all of that, which I totally am there with. But something during this period in your life, during this season in your life, Aquarius, is going to potentially require you to pay attention to the time, what time it is, to really tune into kind of the rules or being reliable or being disciplined. For some of you, this is coming through that there's a potential, right, with this energy, that you may actually be taking on kind of a, not only a leadership role, but a way higher status kind of role that others are looking up to you, that's going to require you to really tune in to, you know, kind of what you're doing. Wow. And then you also have the star coming in here. So there's a lot of hope around this, Aquarius, with that star energy. There's also this energy with being optimistic. There's a lot of faith Okay, so some of you are really in this place with this Emperor and the Star energy, right? Of being kind of this, you can't even see that the way that I'm holding that, sorry, with being this kind of, I got a new tripod for those of you that were on before. I got a new tripod today, actually, as a gift. It was a surprise, and I'm still trying to figure it out because it's way, way different than my old one. So I apologize for being way up here. So different, so different. I need to play with it a little bit more, but we'll try that. Okay. Anyway, it's almost like this power dynamic is going on, kind of almost even this yin yang energy coming through with the Emperor and the Star energy. Look at them. They just look like this divine energy, this divine coupling. Now, I'm not saying potentially this could be a power couple kind of energy, but it's really, Aquarius, that you're coming into this energy of really balancing out your feminine and your masculine energy, your yin yang. You're just kind of balancing out, and there's a lot of optimism within that. And there's also this energy of being disciplined and reliable. So some of you are just moving in this new direction that's going to require that of you. Okay. And you also have the Three of Swords coming in here. So some of you have been really, really working on learning this lesson, on having, for some of you, there's been some suffering. There was a heartbreak. There was a betrayal of sorts. And some of you have really been focused on that, learning that lesson. So there's a potential with this. This is such a gorgeous reading for all of you, of course. There's a potential with that Emperor and that Star energy that some of you were part of a partnership, part of a romance, part of a friendship, part of something. Maybe it was even your upbringing where there wasn't a lot of discipline, or there wasn't a lot of structure, or a lot of reliability. Like maybe people didn't show up, or people said things and then didn't follow through, and you were always very optimistic. You always held the faith that they were going to like pull their SHIT together, right? And they didn't. So now you're in the space, for some of you, Aquarius, where you're really reflecting on that, seeing that, and deciding to make new decisions, making new choices, so that that's not the path that you're going down. For some of you, for some reason, it's coming through here that you may be in a new relationship where you may be within a kind of a blending of a family, or the person that you're with may already have a child or children, and you're learning or seeing that there is another side, and or some of you may have just had a child. So that's very much coming through here. Now you also have the Ten of Wands. Look at this, Aquarius. Some of you have been so stinking burdened, really in this place of feeling as if you have to be persistent all the time, feeling as if you have to really, really kind of struggling to climb up the ladder in one way or another, Aquarius. So this is coming through, wow, as pretty intense energy. This is very intense energy for those of you that this is resonating for. That Three of Swords, that Ten of Wands energy. This is like, ouch, ouch, ouch. And we don't even know what the other three are, Aquarius, but do remember that your overall energy is the Emperor. So you are overcoming, and your first card in on the reading, aside from the Emperor overall energy, is the Star. So you are overcoming, but in the beginning, in this moment, Aquarius, in the eye of the storm, for some of you, this is very intense, ouch energy. You're feeling burdened, feeling as if, you know, that Ten of Wands energy is really feeling as if you are on a path that isn't getting any easier, okay? And that lesson coming through, that heartbreak, that, right? Some of you are really moving into this space, but you're enduring some hardship, some struggle to get you there, okay? And then look at that. You have the Ten of Cups, right? After that, it does make me wonder what the next two cards are, because look at us. We got this gorgeous Emperor and this beautiful Star energy, and then we've got the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands energy, like two really intense kind of critical cards coming in here. And then we move into the Ten of Cups. I'm super interested to see what the next card is. So as we know, tens are completion, okay? So even with this Ten of Swords up here, some of you are in the space where if you look at the traditional, I probably won't have the traditional Ten of Swords here, but I do have the Ten of Pentacles right here. Yeah, oh, excuse me, Ten of Wands. Sorry, I kept saying Ten of Swords. Ten of Wands. Let's see if we can find it really quick like here. The traditional Ten of Wands is like holding all of the wands and like getting ready to release the burdens. Here it is. Before and or as they're heading to their house. Hopefully you can see that they're so getting ready to release those burdens. So, right, you're learning that lesson, you're getting ready to release those burdens, and then you're moving into this Ten of Cups energy. I'm super interested to see how the rest of this goes. But tens are a completion, right? So releasing those burdens to move into that Ten of Cups energy. This is a very, very kind of almost emotional, right? Cups are emotional energy, moving into this energy of love, of connection, right? And again, coming through with some of you, this may be blending a family and or finding out that you're pregnant, but that reliability, that optimism, that faith within those first two cards are like the overall energy coming through here within this message for you, Aquarius. There's a lot of harmony coming into your life, overcoming, right? Overcoming this Three of Swords energy and this Ten of Wands energy, and right, releasing those burdens on your way to like what will be your home, or this energy. Like when I think about home, I think about safety, security, where I can be myself, and or where I can let it all hang loose kind of energy. And that's kind of where this Ten of Wands is moving you to as well, with the Ten of Cups, right? When you get into releasing all those burdens, you've got that lesson that you potentially learned with that Three of Swords energy here, of course, but you're getting to your home, right? Which is the Ten of Cups, that harmony, that safety, that security, that energy of just being loved and connected, okay? Let's see what the next one is. The Death card. Could not make this up if I tried, Aquarius. Intense energy coming through here. And then look at this. You have this new beginning, which is also coming through with this energy of, look, it looks like she's in the back of a car, or this is the back of a vehicle on this one. Interesting energy. But this is coming through almost with that new beginning, or a new birth of sorts, which we were talking about up here. Now for some of you, this may not be an actual physical child or physical birth, which we were talking, was kind of coming through up there. For some of you, this just is something is ending, right? This Three of Swords, that Ten of Wands, yes, of course, we already knew that something is ending so that something new can begin. The Emperor and the Star energy, that optimism, that faith, that energy of really being reliable, really, kind of taking that leadership or that authority role within your own life, or being more disciplined, more reliable overall. But this is a new beginning coming in with this Death card. There's transformation all around you, Aquarius. And this is gorgeous energy, Again, there's this power coming through. It's almost like this glow up energy, Aquarius. And then you have the Three of Wands. I'm so excited the way that this turned out, because I was a little worried, if I'm honest, about these two cards up here. With that Two of Wands, this is really allowing everything to unfold around you, having a bit of a strategy with the Emperor, because that Emperor energy is also that with that Three of Wands. These both kind of discuss a little bit of authority, a little bit of strategy, letting things go, really moving in this energy of taking action. And both of these cards here are really action taking cards, right? The Emperor is really, taking authority, to take that leadership role, to be disciplined, to be reliable. You really have to take authority and responsibility within your own life, within yourself, and you have to take that action to do that, right? Be productive, have strategy for it, and then let it all unfold. So Aquarius, this is a gorgeous reading for you. You are moving into this energy of this new beginning. You've got a lot of hope, a lot of optimism. You have that energy of moving into the space of being very reliable, and or for some of you, that rebel energy. It doesn't need to be tamed, but for whatever the situation may personally be for you in this instance, Aquarius, that this message is coming through for, there is this energy of kind of doing things different, or right? Doing the opposite. So if you've always been like against the rules and regulations, if you've always been kind of that rebel energy or footloose and fancy free, and you feel like things aren't working in your life, it's time to potentially do the opposite, right? That lesson coming through, releasing any burdens that are keeping you from potentially that true north, or what it is that you really want to be doing, or the direction you want to be going, maybe the path that you want to be on. You're holding that optimism, but for some of you, it's potentially time for you to do things opposite, right? Do opposite of what, like really be disciplined if you haven't been, if you've always been that rebel, really, you know, be kind of reliable. Almost for some of you, and this is going to sound counterintuitive, but just hear me out here. Almost for some of you, it may just be to be a little bit predictable just for a little bit and see what kind of shifts you might notice in creating that new beginning, okay? Creating that 10 of Cups, that 3 of Wands, that unfolding, that harmony, that beautiful energy. For some of you, it's just time to get out of a routine and do things the opposite or even different than you are as you release those burdens, right? Because some of us, we get so rigid, we get so stuck in certain things, even being an Aquarius or even being a rebel or even doing things, you know, by the seat of our pants. And then we feel like that's the only way we can ever do anything. And really coming through here, Aquarius, that it might be time to check out a different way, to become a little more flexible, or to be open-minded to do things in a different way, or go in a different direction, do things the opposite, try a new routine, do something like you wouldn't do it any other time or any, right, or you've ever done it before, and just see what unfolds, what opens up for you, what new beginnings can come through, okay? Learning lessons can be a difficult thing, Aquarius, and sometimes we stay in those patterns even after we've learned the lesson. So it's time to unburden yourself from that, if that is what it is for you, but really tune into that star energy, because it is your card here, Aquarius, that star energy, that optimism, that faith, that really being in this creative energy with, you know, a little bit of dependability and reliability. It can really go a long way. Become that authority of your own life, Aquarius. You know, you are your most powerful self, and you are the only you out there. So let you shine brightly. Let the stars align for you. Look how gorgeous this card is. I love this so much. Let the stars shine for you, and let that power energy, that yin yang, that balance energy come through, and see just how much beautiful fireworks and how many beautiful opportunities can open up for you. Okay, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.